Now, what exactly is Property Funnels? Property Funnels is the most amazing all-in-one software. It is your CRM. It is your database. It is your review management system. Property Funnels has all of those things put into one. But today we are going to look at what are a couple of the basic things that you can do on Property Funnels to get you started. Now, why do we need a CRM? Why do we need Property Funnels? Well, we need a central hub, a central place where everything is all put together. Because if we don't have a database in one place and we have sticky notes all over the place or in our diaries with our potential buyers and sellers, one, we might lose them. And two, if they're all in one place, now everything else becomes easier. Marketing to them becomes easier. Sending them emails becomes easier. Tracking what we say to them because Property Funnels has got a unified inbox. All of those things becomes easier along the way. Now, what exactly can Property Funnels do? Oh, wow, the list is absolutely endless. Property Funnels can automate certain things. Think of it as having a PA that works for you. All you have to do is give it the information and it will action whatever you want it to action. It can set reminders for you. It can do tasks. There can be automations. For example, if you create an email campaign, you can say once an agent comes into this, once a client comes into the system, then put them in this bucket or in this smart list, and then send them this email, and then create a whole campaign to go off every 2 or 3 or 4 days or once a week, or whatever the case may be. So it is amazing. What the power of Property Funnels is that it can duplicate you. Whatever you're doing on your own, with the power of Property Funnels behind you, you can clone yourself, you can double, triple, quadruple. Everything just increases so much just by using this tool. But the tool is amazing. But if you don't know how to use the tool, then it doesn't really help you, right? So this is where this introduction basic training about Property Funnel comes in, where we are going to take you step by step, everything to get you started so that you know the basics of Property Funnels. So if we take a look, just some of the things Property Funnels can do. It can streamline and automate so many aspects of your marketing and your client management. It's a CRM system. It's a lead management system. It is your marketing automation system, which includes automating things to Facebook, Instagram, Google Ads. It even has instant responses. It also has sales funnels and landing pages where you can promote either yourself or specific properties. It has an appointment scheduler. It has a social media management system. And how cool is that? Is that you can do one post and have it go off on all your different platforms, and you can set it up once. It has a reputation management system. And the power of reputation is so important today, because what happens is our clients go and view us online first before they make contact. And if they go to my profile and they go to your profile, and my profile has got 50 5-star reviews, and your profile doesn't exist on Google, then who do you think they are going to phone? And with the power of Property Funnels behind you, that whole system becomes automated and easy to manage. It has reporting and analytics. It has integrations. It has database management. You can even create task campaigns. And now I know that is a massive list, and we're not even scratching the surface on that. But if you just start with the basics, get the basics down before you go to the rest. So don't get overwhelmed. We are going to take you step by step through every section. So some of the features and benefits is that Property Funnel has an automatic feed. And what that means is when you have a client that asks you for information on Property 24 or private property, it feeds into Property Funnels automatically. How cool is that? So, in other words, it is duplicating you. There are so many things that you don't have to do because the system handles it for you. It sets reminders, it's automation, social media calendar. We went through so many of them, but this is your all in one platform. And you need to learn the system. This is your basic, because everything that is going to have anything to do with marketing is going to happen on this system. And if you don't understand the basics, you don't know how to add a contact, you don't know how to add them in a specific smart list, which we call buckets in our previous trainings, then you are going to have to manually have to do all of those things. The first thing that we are going to jump into is we are going to look at what is the help desk. Now, Property Funnels has got its very own help desk, and it's there for you. If you get stuck on anything, all you have to do is go to the help desk, and there is an array of documentation that can help you set this up. So here to show us how to navigate to the help desk and what it can do for you, here to show us how to navigate to the help desk and how to actually use it is the owner and founder of Property Funnels, Mr. David.
Thank you, Nicolene, and welcome everybody to Property Funnels. I'm excited to show you what we have in this amazing toolkit right for you. So, as Nicolene mentioned, we have a very comprehensive help portal built into Property Funnels. It can cover topics around your contacts, your conversation section, your settings, campaigns and automations, memberships, phone, opportunity pipelines, the mobile app, reporting, review management, social media. It is the comprehensive help portal designed to get you to where you want to go when you have a question and you don't know who to ask. It's conveniently located in the left-hand menu of your Property Funnel CRM, as well as wherever you are in the system, you can click on this little icon at the bottom right and punch in a question, and it'll generally spit out the correct answer for you. Bear in mind too that we do monitor the questions being asked in the help portal. So if your question is not answered, rest assured that we are monitoring those questions. And if there's not a resource to actually help support you, we do go ahead and create those resources specifically for you and our other users. Because if you have a question, chances are good that somebody else in your team also has the same question. End.
So, whatever you need, the help desk is there to take you through the entire system. Right underneath that help desk section, there's a section that says start learning here. If there's anything that you struggle with, just click on that one below and we'll take you to the next step.
100% correct. We also have a start here quick guide to getting started with Property Funnels. That is correct, Nicolene. Just below our help portal, we have a start here quick guide to get you on track as quickly as possible. Clicking on the start here button will also assist in giving you ideas around what the different sections of the CRM entail in a brief explanation of each. Everything above the line that you see here is more of your business related tasks and management. Everything below the line essentially covers your marketing and the automations of the marketing. You can also view our YouTube tutorials by going directly to our YouTube channel, where we upload videos on a daily basis that cover everything around how the CRM operates and how to use it in a practical scenario. And if you want to, you can also join our private Facebook group, where we do discuss certain topics related to marketing, not just about Property Funnels, but designed to just give you that head start and to give you some ideas on how to improve and really sharpen your marketing. End.
Setting up your profile. Now, this is a very important step that you need to remember to take, because if you don't set up your profile correctly, then you might not be able to get all your notifications, all your tasks, and everything that you need to do. So there's a couple of things that you need to go through when it comes to setting up your profile. The first one that we are going to look at is David is going to tell us what exactly is the dashboard.
Thank you, Nicolene. So your dashboard may or may not look as comprehensive as this dashboard. Chances are that your dashboard will already have some facts and figures and numbers on it, as well as some distribution of various funnels and opportunity pipelines that have already been populated by different pieces of data. It's also your task management overview, as well as any lead source reports in terms of where the leads are coming in from. Think Property 24, private property, Facebook, your website, personal connections, referrals, all of your lead sources in one amalgamated place. Whether or not you are a admin user or you are a normal user inside the system, you may or may not have access to various analytic reports. For example, Google Analytics to track website traffic and activity, as well as any Google Business Profile activity taking place in terms of search, display on maps, as well as any conversations taking place on Google Business Profile, Facebook, as well as Google Ads. So the dashboard is designed to give you that quick overview in terms of where not only your business is at, but also you as a user, as an individual inside the CRM, where your opportunities are, how many of your leads are just about ready to close, which of your leads and which stages of your leads are ready to buy or ready to sell. So the dashboard will give you all of that data in terms of the value as well as your conversion rate on those opportunities that are being measured and reported on inside the CRM.
Optimizing your profile. You want to go and add all of those things that are needed to optimize your profile so that you make sure that all the information that is relevant to your profile is in the actual system. So we're going to jump over to David, where he is going to show us how to optimize our profile.
Thank you, Nicolene. So the way to get to your profile, whether you're on this screen in terms of your dashboard, is to click on the settings button at the bottom left of the CRM. When you click on settings, your profile is just nested underneath the business profile of the company. So go ahead and click on My Profile. This is you in the CRM. So I've opened up my own CRM just to give you a picture of what it should look like when you create and optimize your profile. So you're able to upload a personal photo. You're also able to update a password. Perhaps a password was given to you and you would like to update it to something that you're going to remember. You can put in your current password and you can confirm by entering your new password twice under the password and confirm password boxes. Also ensure that your first and last name are correct and correctly spelled, as well as your email address and your phone number. Just make sure that those two aspects are correct, because your email and your phone number actually affect your ability to log into the app. Moving on down, ensure that your email signature is toggled to on, as well as making sure that you have an email signature, whether it's a text-based email signature or whether it is an image-based email signature. We also allow users to insert code, and if you need any assistance with that, you can find that in our help library. On the right-hand side, if you're using the system for appointments, which we actually suggest that you do use it for, ensure that your personal availability is set to the right time zone, as well as your availability in terms of days and times. Remember, your master schedule is in your personal profile. The calendars that get created that you may build later actually obey your personal availability. So this part of your availability is actually sacrosanct to ensuring that appointments don't go over times that you don't want them to, as well as are not able to be booked on days where you don't want to have appointments. You can also integrate various personal management tools in terms of Zoom. You may have a Zoom account that you would like to connect. You can also connect your Outlook account if you're using Outlook as your mail provider. And if you have iCloud, you can also connect your iCloud calendar to the CRM. The benefits of having the Outlook and the iCloud integration connected are that it actually ensures that the appointments taking place on either the iCloud or the Outlook calendar are reflected inside the CRM, and that the appointments being generated through your CRM calendar are actually reflected on your iCloud or Outlook calendar, so that you've got that two-way sync and that you never have the opportunity to either miss an appointment or be double booked. For your convenience, we also enable you to do two-way email sync. Essentially, what that means is that you can sync either one of your Google accounts or your Outlook accounts to your CRM. What that enables you to do is to have a two-way sync between the conversations taking place in the CRM as well as the conversations taking place in your inbox of your preferred mail provider. Sent items from the CRM appear in your sent items in your mail provider, and vice versa, provided, of course, that the contact is assigned to you and exists in your CRM. You can also go into a calendar configuration here once you've connected either your Google Calendar or your Outlook calendar to ensure that you've got your primary calendar integrated and connected, so that it makes sure that your appointments actually appear in your Google Calendar or in your Outlook or iCloud calendar, or that the appointments taking place on either of your external calendars are reflected inside your Property Funnels calendar too. You can check for conflicts and connect various calendars.
Very important for you to set up is the notification section within Property Funnels. If you don't set up the notification section, then you might not get that notification, and the important task might not happen because you didn't know how to set it up. David, please show us how to set up the notifications.
Thank you, Nicolene. So notifications are nested right above the My Profile tab at the top next to General. Click on Notifications. As Nicolene said, the notifications ensure that you are actually always one step ahead of what's taking place inside the CRM. I'm going to cover what a user in the CRM needs to enable in their notification settings versus what an admin needs to enable in their notification settings. So when you click on the notifications, you can see there are essentially 5 different notification settings that you can customize here. The first and probably one of the most important ones is the conversation notification. What that basically means is any notifications taking place, any customer conversation notifications taking place between your account and your customer are actually notified to you through a push app notification or through an email notification. As you can see, you want to check this one and this one. Notify when a conversation is assigned to you. Think a Property 24 lead comes in. You are the listing agent, therefore you are assigned to the contact. The contact responds to an autoresponder that's already been pre-set up. You want to be sure that you actually are notified that a conversation was generated and that it was assigned to you. When there are new messages on that conversation thread, you also want to be notified of those conversations. Because if you're on the go and you're driving around, you can't always be sure to be checking into your Property Funnels account or your Lead Connector app. You want to make sure that you actually have an in-app notification set up and potentially also an email notification set up for these 2 conversation notifications. Continuing on the vein of what users need to ensure that they have checked on, and the same would apply for admin staff, task notifications. Obviously, you're going to have tasks either being set up on behalf of yourself by, for example, your principal, your sales manager, or your team members. But remember, you can also set up tasks for yourself. So when a task is assigned to you, you want to ensure that you get the notification that a task, as well as the details of that task, are sent to you via the app or email or both. Also, so that you don't forget to conclude your task, you can be sure to set up a timely reminder of at least 60 minutes before the upcoming task is due. For example, if the task is for December and it's currently in March, you're going to forget about that task anyway. So that reminder before it is due is actually very important so that you don't miss out on, for example, phoning back a seller who said, phone me back in December. Moving down to the notifications for WordPress, Facebook, and Google. If you have a hosted WordPress account inside Property Funnels, this is something that you're going to want to check on if you're an admin user. For normal users, you can completely disengage your WordPress notifications. Facebook, for review, you can also check that you have your Facebook review notifications set to on, as well as Google review notifications set to on for the in-app, as well as email notifications. WordPress, Facebook, and Google are there for the admin staff, versus conversation notifications are there for admin as well as for users, but tasks and conversation notifications definitely need to be switched on for users too. One last thing to just note on the conversation notifications. The very first one at the top of all new conversations and messages initiated needs to be checked off for users. The reason why is if that conversation is not actually assigned to you, you may get a notification, but you may not be able to see what the conversation is about. That's the first point. The second point is, why would you want to be notified of all new conversations being initiated? This is the domain of the admin users so that they can keep track of all conversations taking place within the CRM, and that they are be sure that they can actually help manage a customer feedback or customer complaint or a general question from a potential customer.
The last section when it comes to setting up your profile is downloading and connecting your mobile app. This will give you the ability to see notifications on the run. Simply put it on your phone and it'll tell you when you get a message, when you get a new lead, and if you have any task that needs to happen. Let's jump over to David to show us where to find it.
So the mobile app links are contained on the left-hand menu of your main dashboard section of Property Funnels. Simply, if you're at the top of your screen, simply scroll right down to where you see mobile app. You'll also be able to see that we do conveniently link to Apple as well as Android devices. So you can copy this or copy this for Apple, and that will enable you to upload and install the Lead Connector app on your phone. Another benefit of the mobile app really is the ability to also add contacts to the CRM, assign them to yourself, as well as respond in real time to conversations taking place and to set up new appointments with your customers.